spin on that one. Welcome to the channel, riders. We are back here in the Hillbilly Garage for another exciting video. But as you can see, Mighty Mouse is all nestled in here. He is covered in snow because we just went for a ride. And I have quickly come to realize in the snow, these big old 32-inch tires and the stock gearing, not a good combination. She was struggling, getting a little engine chatter, had me a little worried for my clutches. I do not want to burn them out. And since it would take any amount of time to get a gear reduction in, which I'm probably going to end up doing now that I've ridden this in the snow. In the summertime on trails, it's been fine, but in the snow, I can see where it's going to benefit, and of course, in the mud, it's also going to benefit having a gear reduction. So I probably am going to get that ordered, but in the meantime, I still want to enjoy this. Plus, we have the Yamaha Rhino in here that we're going to be building. So for the meantime, I'm going to see if I can't throw the 27-inch tires I had on here back on here. Is that probably going to look pretty funny with the long travel? Yep. Am I going to lose some of my ground clearance? Yep. But it's going to allow me to rip for winter. Plus, if I do this, then I can probably actually hook the draggy up and get some 0 to 30 times, since I do not get the draggy till after these big old tires were put on here. I know I've had questions asked about how they affected the performance. Well, by throwing these 27s back on here, which is what I had before all this, we should be able to find out. Sure, there might be a little bit of drag from the longer suspension, longer axles, the more leverage, but it shouldn't be that much. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully these will work. I'm probably going to have to use my spacers, because if I remember correctly, Joe said that 12-inch rims won't work with his long travel. So we may be able to throw these on, we may not. Perfect timing. But we'll see anyway how she goes. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, I got the front all done, and look at that hot rider stance with the big tires on the back, little tires on the front. Old school hot rod. Look at that. Anyway, we did go ahead and put the 1.5 inch spacers on that I had on originally, just to give me a little extra clearance around everything, but I think we'll be fine running that. And even with the long travel, yeah, we're going to be back down quite a bit. As you can see, the clearance in the back compared to the front, but we'll still have more over than what we had stock, so we should still be good for winter. Let's go ahead and get the back changed. I'm interested to see how wide I'm going to end up being. I have no idea what spacers I'm going to need to use on the back, so we're coming up pretty even, but we'll find out here shortly. Well, back on 27s, she doesn't look quite as monstrous, but I tell you what, she still looks pretty good. Let's go see if these handle the snow a little better as it actively falls. The vinyl don't taste good. Back on the 27s. Start off in second. Nothing. Already cruising around in third when before I'd still be in second. It feels so light. I'll just do a quick little jaunt around the woods. Acceleration. She feels like her old self, only she's riding so much nicer, even with Joe's off. So she has the pep she used to with the comfort of Joe's long travel. That'd be quite the killer combo. wheel spacers to get clearance so I'm not hitting my A-arms, which means I'm still at 61 inches, so a touch narrower than I was with the 32 black waters, but she's still pretty wide. Well guys, everything seems to check out, so I think we're good to go. Greg's coming up. He has yet to actually get to ride his new Rhino, except for in the parking lot of Cernic. So we're going to go for a little ride, take you guys along, probably just go down to the railroad tracks. As long as the snow's not all off, which it's liable to be because a lot of it melted today, it should be a pretty scenic view. So once he gets here, we're going to head out on the trail. Alright, Greg's here. He's finally going to take his new to him Rhino out for a ride.
Maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage. So far, I've got to ride it more than he has. You got to take it for a little trip around the parking lot.
Just around the parking lot at the dealer, and seemed pretty solid. So here we are. This begins the build, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So the testing, anyway.
The testing, anything. Yeah, we're hoping that my railroad tracks testing site is going to be cleared off enough we can hook up the draggy and get some quick runs before we run out of daylight. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to take Mighty Mouse. I'm rocking the 27s once again. They look tiny on there, but oh well. I have to get that gear reduction ordered for that guy. So anyway. Well guys, we're out here to my speed test track / old railroad tracks. You can see conditions aren't the best, but Greg's doing a couple passes here trying to get this packed down. And we are getting down to dirt, so I think we'll be all right. Now, yeah, it's still going to be a little bit slick, but again, we kind of don't have an option here because we're going to do this build here in winter, starting here probably as soon as the parts come in. So we need to get our stock runs done, so then we have some comparable footage. So he's just doing a couple little runs here. We'll get the draggy hooked up. I think we'll be good.
Okay, this is baseline test number 1. We're doing a 0 to 30. We're in high range, and this is completely bone stock. So here we go.
All right, what's your guess?
I'm gonna guess, I think it was under 4.
0 to 30, the official time, 5.73 seconds. 5.73. We got a lot of work to do with this beast, don't we?
It felt quicker than that, but
0 to 25, I must have that set too in 3.81.
okay. Wow, it took another 2 seconds to get to 30 miles an hour. Yeah, this thing falls on its face quick.
That belt and clutch being shot. Okay, I get that back to you for round number 2.
Right. I think I hooked up a little better that time.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know, but I'm just wishful thinking.
Alright, that time, verified time, you did shave a little bit off of it, 5.6 seconds.
What was the first one?
5.73.
Okay, 1/10 of a second.
And your 0 to 25 increased to, you went from 3.81 to 3.56, so you were faster all around on everything.
Yeah, it felt quicker. Okay.
Okay, one more
still
run.
2 seconds for 5 miles an hour. That's crazy.
Oh, look at him, he's biting at the bits there. He wants to get closer to that X4 time.
getting about as good a traction as we're going to get.
Probably.
No matter what.
We're down to the dirt.
So I think the first run probably wasn't a good indicator. I would expect this one to be really close to the second run.
To the second. If it is, we'll do one more. Be on the safe
side. Yeah, I would do
side.
another one. Just to...
Yeah, you're getting better. 0 to 30, 3.25 that time.
Really?
So we're coming down.
What? 0 to 30?
Yeah, 5.25 that time.
Well, 5.25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 381, 5.6, and 5. Wait, no, that was 0 to 25. I'm sorry. It's 573, 560, and 525. So we're getting faster as you go. We could beat conditions here.
We got to do a couple more runs on it.
We'll do a couple more runs.
Yeah.
That time 5.33, so we're gonna average right around 5.4.
We'll do one more?
We'll do one more, and we'll do,
because it's so much fun.
Yeah, you just play. We'll knock off the lowest and the highest and average the rest.
Yeah. It's gonna be really close to the same
Same as we were.
Yeah, I'm tracking in a straight line now.
Our belts,
so it's hooking up.
Belts is warm as she's gonna get for this, and stretched, and 5.23, so you're right around the same. Yep.
Yep. No skill involved, just mash the throttle.
Just mash the throttle. So there's our baseline numbers for the 09 Rhino with 8,000 miles. 8,500, just about. So
we're at 525.
We'll probably be right around there. I'll put up our average on the screen right here, right now. So there you go. That'll be interesting to see what this guy's going to do once we're all done with it. All right, we're going to try to get some 20 to 30 rolling times for kind of that mid. Well, I guess for the Rhino 700 in stock form, that's pretty much getting close to the top end because our top speed's only right around 37 right now. But he's going to get to about 18 miles an hour cruising speed, and when he gets to where we were drag racing here, where we have it thawed off, he's going to mash it to the floor till he hits 30. We're going to do that same thing. 3 runs, average of times together. Rev limiter. Alright, 20 to 30. This will focus.
Am I gonna guess?
First run, you can guess. You want to guess first run?
I'll bet we're in the 5-second range, 6-second range.
20 to 30, 2.86 seconds.
What?
2.89 seconds, 2.86 seconds. All verified time.
What were they again? How close were they?
Within 0.3 of a second.
Wow. Okay.
You had 2 right on at 2.86, so we're very consistent. And the other one was 2.89, so you're averaging about 2.87 and a half average. So.
Okay.
All right, and of course we want to check to see what our improvement is in low range when we get our build done with all our engine work, our clutch modifications. So we're going to do a 0 to 25 run in low gear and also see what our top speed is in low gear. That should be interesting. There's the rev limiter! Greg's living that life. Oh, we got a lot of wheel spin on that one.
25. It says we're hitting a rev limiter of 28. So
28 top speed, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Something must have happened that one run. Cause you got a 0 to 20, 2.3. The second run we're gonna skip. The third run was 2.43. The second one has you 7.48, so it must not have read right I bet you we lost satellite signal or something. All right, guys, there's all the time. So how do you feel?
I was kind of surprised the 0 to 30 was a little surprising. Like Jason was saying, I think we need to get my 12 up here with a performance sheave in it. Again, it's a stock motor. I think we're going to see a half a second shaved off in the 0 to 30 because it definitely pulls better through the mid-range. So we'll see. But I was pretty surprised that it 0 to 30 in, you know, just over 5 seconds. I was pretty surprised.
Not bad.
But yeah, there's at least there's a lot of room for improvement now. So
for a, how old are we? 11-year-old machine with 8,000 miles though.
I mean, the machine
running good.
Runs good.
She's running good
for the mileage in the year. I mean, you can't really complain about it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would want to take it on a deep bush drive, but you know, for like 100 miles. But I think it's a good platform for us to make a pretty killer project out of it. So, all right.
Up the ponies a little bit.
A little bit. It's supposed to be about twice the wheel horsepower of stock, so stay tuned for that.
That'll be pretty good.
I think we'll just be looking for traction most of the time.
Get some good meat.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you know, we're here. I have yet to use a draggy and Mighty Mouse. I just so happen to have my smaller tires back on it. Let's say we do a couple of runs of Mighty Mouse just for fun. Well, guys, I kind of hate to say this, but we didn't get up to 30 miles an hour on that run. We're going to blame it and chalk it up to wheel spin. Too much low gearing to just spun the whole way, right, Greg?
That's what it was,
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But I did have it set for 0 to 20 from Greg's low range run. So we did 0 to 20 in 4.68 seconds, so.
Plus, I have it all rutted up here, too. I mean,
We'll blame it on that. You guys saw I was all over the place. You guys can laugh at me, but we're going to put a bigger motor in this guy one of these days.